Good to see you. Nice to see that nobody in the room went to jail over Christmas. That's good. Your relatives will wear you out, won't they? Golly. Those visits to Mom's house every year get shorter and shorter for me. I don't know about you, man. I didn't even stop this year. I just threw the present out the window. I still remember the day I found out that Santa Claus wasn't real, man. It broke my heart. My mom sat me down on the sofa and she said, "Todd, you're 38 years old and it's time you knew the truth." See, I'd love to meet the perfect woman, but it's hard to find a stripper that cooks. You know what I mean? If you're in college, take a class.
He's very clean, very nice, very nice.
I just don't understand people, man. I teach a defensive driving class. I don't understand people. I asked the other day, I said, "What would you yield to?" This kid goes, "An airplane." So what on God's earth would you yield to an airplane? Well, you know, if they have to make an emergency landing on the highway. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Ridiculous. This old man told me he got a ticket for speeding. I said, "How fast were you going?" 110. That's what he said. I said, "Why would you go that fast?" He said, "I don't know. I was doing 70 when I fell asleep." I said, "You fell asleep? Your wife didn't wake you up?" "No, she's asleep too." I said, "How'd you wake up?" He said, "A cop next to me honking his horn." Can you imagine cruising down the highway, you look over and there's two old people that
It was awesome. I had a good time. Couldn't stop laughing.
Just very natural, kind of in the flow moment kind of comedy.
I did go overseas to entertain the troops in Iraq. That was before they left. I tell you what, the flight over there scared me to death, man. We got up to cruising altitude. That plane started shaking. We hit turbulence. Man, I look up on the side of the plane. There's a box that says "Emergency Lifeline for crew use only." Oh, I beg to differ.
I probably wouldn't get anything done if he was at my job, so no. Party, yes.
Wouldn't you just freak out if you heard the pilot just over "Women and children first"? You're darn right. We need to lighten the load. And I'm sitting in the emergency aisle, right? I'm sitting in the emergency aisle, and I see the stewardess come down the aisle, and she gets right next to me, and she starts leaning down real slow. And she kept going. Finally, I thought, my God, the pilot died. I got to fly the plane. Listen, if anything does happen and we do go down, that's a hell of a way to start a conversation. You're killing me. "Do you think you can handle opening that door?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." "Are you sure?" "Well, it's not like I'm going to grab the handle, turn it this way, and if nothing happens, I'm just going to quit."
Todd was great out there. Had a good time.
What's the big conversation over there?
Your pants.
My pants? What the hell is wrong with my pants? Please tell me what's wrong with my pants. Bad, good, bad? Seriously. Double pleated? Is that out? Huh? We can work on that. You and I? Dude with his arm around you bigger than a house. You and I can work on it together. Really? Really? Double pleated. Nobody mentioned that when I walked out the door. Hey, that's a nice look. What is that, poverty? Really? And there's 1,000,001 reasons you can go to jail now. I don't know if y'all know this. I looked them up online, some weird laws, man. You think America's bad? Did you know in Malaysia, if you get a DWI, your spouse goes to jail with you? Oh, how's that for justice? They drove you to drink, then go along for the ride. In Alabama, you cannot wear a false mustache in church if it causes laughter. What other reason would you wear a false mustache? Are you in the witness protection program? Nice handlebar, Linda. In Kentucky, you cannot remarry the same man 4 times. I had another student go, even if you're a guy. Yeah, even if you're a guy. Not remarry the same man 4 times. In Seattle, you cannot carry a concealed weapon longer than 6 foot. How do you hide a 6-foot weapon? He's walking down the street, I'll be right back. Killing me. In Connecticut, it is illegal to whistle underwater. You see that cop? We had a report of a water whistler. I have to ask you to step out of the tub. In Oklahoma, it is illegal to take a bite out of another man's hamburger. As it should be. Then it gets weird. You cannot put a hypnotized person in a display case in Oklahoma. What the hell is wrong with those people? This weird law. You cannot shoot a whale from an overpass in Oklahoma. Oh, apparently you have to wait till it moves out into the open ocean or you take aim. I can't hook a bass in a bathtub. Some dude saw Moby Dick going under a bridge out by Tulsa. And in Texas, you can still hang someone for stealing your cow or your horse on the spot, which I think would be a great way to get rid of a door-to-door salesman. You know? Susie walks up. Are you here to steal my cow? I think you are. I'll be right back. And last but not least, in Texas, you cannot shoot a buffalo out of the 2nd story of a hotel in Texas. I had another student ask me, what's buffalo doing in the 2nd story of a hotel in Texas? Oh my God, you did not just ask me that question.
I really, really love it. It's really good.
Guys, you've been wonderful. Thank you very much.